everyone. My name is Leah Ray. Nice to see you all again. When you see two men walking down the street holding hands, how does that make you feel? Showing public affection? Does that make you feel uncomfortable? Or are you completely fine with it? How about two women eating dinner while holding hands, gazing into each other's eyes and smiling? Does that also make you feel uncomfortable? Being gay or homosexual today is not that easy. Considering that it is outside of the typical norm of what we see day to day, it does still exist. There are about 350 million gays in the world today. The union of two people is one of the most scarce things in the world today. Traditionally, this is practiced by man and woman. Homosexual couples have had it very hard to be with the one that they love legally. In certain parts of the world, homosexual people cannot exist yet or yet alone marry. It seems to me as if these people cannot get a break. It seems as if society has forgotten that they are human beings just like everyone else. We are all created equally, yet we look at them differently, simply because we do not agree with their lifestyle that they choose to partake in. Being a gay person in today's society seems like it's the hardest thing to do. We live in a truly mean society, stemming from the children up and to the adults. As time passes on, gay people are accepted in society more and more, which is a good thing. It looks as if people are being more understanding of true love. More people feel as if love sees no gender. Since the turn of the century, gays have been torn down. Some have been beaten and killed. Some have been taunted and ran over. Life has not been pleasant for these people, yet they still want to be together. Why is that? This is because it's not an act. People may think outside of being gay that it may not be that bad. Unfortunately, it is. These people really do love their significant others and are really madly in love. How can people tell them that they're wrong? Every day is a struggle for the gay community simply because they are the minority. I, myself, know what it feels like to be a minority. Being African American today, we are still being judged. The color of skin and sexual preference are being accepted more and more today. And as the years go by, but does that still make it right that we are still being judged? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people in today's society are constantly being looked down upon because of their sexual preference. Heterosexual is considered to be normal today. There have been marches, petitions, speeches, and even laws passed to make the life of someone gay better. There are many rights that are still trying to be put in place, like marriage, unions, adoption, and even military services. I was curious to know how many suicides were related to being lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. I found out that there are 3 times likely to commit suicide, and about 22% of them feel that they actually don't feel safe at school. It has been said that gays have mental ill problems. There have been many psychological studies on whether someone is truly born gay or is something that they just develop over time. Some studies show that people who have insecurity problems turn to the same sex for comfort. Who are we to say which one is right? Thomas Beatty, previously known as Tracy, was born a female. He was born on January 20th, 1974, and currently resides in Phoenix, Arizona. At the tender age of 10, Thomas started to realize, I don't like who I am. He felt as if she at the time, felt as if she was in the wrong body. At 22 years old, he began taking hormones. Thomas is now a public speaker on transgender related issues. In 2000, he was the media chair for the Civil Union's Civil Rights Movement in Hawaii, which is a non-profit organization for marriage equality. In 2002, Thomas went under gender reassignment surgery. In 2007, he became pregnant with his then spouse, Nancy Beatty. Now, I know you all are wondering, well, why didn't his wife just get pregnant? She was infertile, leaving no choice but for Thomas to carry their children. So, Thomas went through artificial insemination. Thomas had to hide away from the media since everyone did not agree with what was happening. Mind you, Thomas appears to be a man. Facial hair, deep voice, no breast, no signs of a woman when you look at him. But he still has all of his female's organs, causing no issues to have not one, not two, but he has 3 children today. This has sparked controversy all over the world and media. He was known as the pregnant man. In 2008, he wrote his first book, Labor of Love, the story of one's main extraordinary pregnancy. Thomas had to hide away from the media since everyone did not agree with what had happened since he has become pregnant. Now, it is one thing to come out in front of family and friends, but what about coming out on television? Ellen DeGeneres was born on January 26, 1958, in Louisiana. Ellen was a stand-up comedian at a small coffee shop before having her own television show called Ellen. In 1997, she decided to come out as gay. She was featured on the cover of Time magazine titled, "Yes, I'm Gay." She told Time, "I just happened to be gay and I didn't feel like keeping it a secret. So I announced it." It turned into this whole political thing. American Idol is a big television show where people with singing talents compete against each other to win a prize. Ellen was a featured judge on American Idol. Unfortunately, the ratings dropped drastically. It is said to be because she's gay. The sitcom she was featured on at the time, show ratings also dropped because of this reason. Like Ellen said, why does my sexual preference have anything to do with anything? Life is not always about, how you expect it, or neither is it always about being fair. People want to be loved, not ridiculed on who they choose to love. Love knows no face, no gender, or no color. Life is extremely too short for drama over what people feel another group of people are actually doing, or what they should be able to do. If the world waited upon the approval of other people, then nothing would get done and everything would just be constant. Gay people, as well as non gay people,